Hello. It is wonderful to see so many of you here today. Thank you so much for coming. And also a special shout out to everybody watching on the live stream as well, wherever in the world you may be. So, welcome to the Fashion District. Based in East London, this is where it is at. It supports businesses who are new and developing, helping them to grow and nurturing them as well. Now, I'm sure a lot of you know that London has always been a hotbed for the fashion industry. The city is absolutely jam-packed with incredible designers, skilled manufacturers, amazing brands as well, and of course, not to forget, some tech talent too, and that is a recent addition. The Fashion District works all year round to bring these businesses together. In fact, they have studios where many of them are based, so they really are right in the heart of the action, exactly where they're needed and where they want to be. And this 6-day festival celebrates all that is innovation and sustainability, and it brings together a community to talk about sustainability and celebrate that innovation. Now, it's all about presenting new and emerging designers this evening. You have an absolute treat, I can assure you of that. And we're going to illustrate just how much fashion is changing. All of the designers tonight work in slow fashion. Many of them are working to upcycle previous garments, reuse materials, recycle and reduce waste where at all possible. And believe you me, that really is fantastic to see. So, hosted by Spitalfields, organised by London's Fashion District, supported by London College of Fashion, UAL. The festival starts tonight and runs to the 18th of July, and we are kicking things off with this spectacular show. Now, amongst the many events and activities are the festival's pop-up shops. This is the destination for you if you want to purchase rental garments, sustainable fashion, get to know menders, upcyclers, all of those who are fashionable, sustainable and conscious when thinking about updating your wardrobe. And I have to tell you, I was lucky enough to be styled myself by the very stylists who are putting together this show. So big shout out to George Oxby for his work, and also none other than Angus Cockram as well. I have to say, lads, you've done a very good job, although I do say so myself. Okay, yes, come on, yes! Well worth visiting. Now, also popping up in a shop is Alterist. They are a community of upcycling fashion designers using creativity to drive change and also transform fashion culture, as well as making a really positive impact on our planet. It's needed. Let's hear from them.
So our story began in the street. To be fair, we met because we were working, volunteering more than working for an environmentalist campaigning group. So we were activists in the street. That's how we met, and because of that we managed to meet a lot of people that they wanted a change in the industry but in general, and we were focusing on the fashion industry, and thanks to that we managed also to get inspiration by the people we were meeting. So we went to see what they were already doing, and we tried mainly to push what they wanted to see happen in the industry, and that's how then we came up with the concept of Alterist. That is, which is, as she said, marketplace for upcycle fashion community-based. At the moment, we have around 83 designers all around UK and Europe. Our mission is reducing textile waste.
There's a lot more designers emerging within the upcycle space, and we hope to be a home for all of them. We want to continue to reduce textile waste, continue with our mission to reduce textile waste, build our community and make a positive impact on the planet.
Absolutely brilliant work. Now, making big changes in the future of fashion takes some big ideas. And one company whose vision is to be the thought-leading digital fashion house, dressing 100 million people by 2025, is doing just that. So whether you're from Paris or Dakar, The Fabricant wants to build a new fashion industry that belongs to creators and also empowers all followers of fashion to be a force within that industry. And also many of their designers will be featured in our showcase this evening, so make sure you keep your eyes peeled. Now, to tell us a little bit more about what it's like to work in the global community of digital fashion and visiting from New York, I'd like to welcome Jane Park. Now, Jane is the brand strategist and content creator of her business, Jumpstart Janie. Let's take a look.
The spicy hot take with digital fashion is that you're already in it. If you're using a filter on Instagram, TikTok, Snap, those are all digital fashion or beauty. But I think what the difference is right now is having bigger brands like Louis Vuitton or Nike coming into the game and normalizing it for mass adoption, realizing that there's something more to fashion than just a physical garment, but a digital one as well. Versus traditional fashion, Web3 and digital fashion is all about collaboration, co-creation, as well as community. So in terms of how brands and designers would collaborate, either they would find each other or you would use intermediaries or business people like myself to have the introductions to actually create a commercial and business model to be able to bring to life their designs, both in the physical as well as digital or just digital only. So the front lines of global digital fashion, what it really means, at least from my end, because I'm a business person, is how to connect the dots between brands, designers, as well as the community. Because going forward, it's not going to be about calling your customer a customer, but calling them a co-creator or a community member where they can actually design, build your brand together so that they actually feel a part of the process and have a voice in terms of what the brand looks like from an aesthetic point of view, in terms of supply, sustainability, production, and all of these things. So the future of this industry for digital fashion is that, honestly, I don't think it's going to be called digital fashion. It's just fashion at the end of the day. Fashion expressed both from a physical as well as a digital standpoint, and it's going to be the norm versus something that people are a little bit skeptical sometimes, a little bit confused, but curious about. So that's what I really think is going to happen in the future.
Now, curating these concepts and bringing them to life on stage and screen is creative director Lee Lapthorne of On Off and show stylists George and Angus of Agro Studios. Yeah, come on, let's hear it for them. Now, together the team will introduce some of London's most promising designers. And the format for this evening will be like a traditional catwalk, but it will combine both physical and digital work. And believe you me, it is going to be a real spectacle. Now, the film by Oscar Keane features designers from The Fabricant, the Institute of Digital Fashion, the House of Autonomy, and many, many more. But before we get started, let's first hear from the team and find out a little bit more about their preparations and ambition for the show.
Agro Studio kind of came from the fact that we both graduated from LCF in the last 5 years and felt that it was kind of difficult to find our footing in the industry, and we both really wanted to kind of create a space for ourselves to develop and to work, especially with the kind of diverse skill set that we have from like a background in fashion and also in TV and production and film. We kind of have a kind of double aspect to our business, which is a small design house and custom and also a styling aspect as well.
Well, the ambition for On Off was always to support emerging talent, and we started On Off in 2002, and since then we've helped support and discover some of the biggest names at London Fashion Week. People like Roxanda, Gareth Pugh, J.W. Anderson, Christopher Rayburn, etc. So some of the biggest names now, more established at London Fashion Week, we've helped support along the way.
Well, we did the campaign shoot for the show, and that kind of came a bit naturally when it was dealing with the designers and engaging of what they really wanted to show. So it was a talk between them, and then on the other side it was a really big collaboration between us and On Off by Lee Lapthorne. And then on the bonus side of that, we introduced the digital side of it because of the big emerging designers in digital fashion is on the rise. So we got the help of Oscar Keane, who reflected Spitalfields and the fashion show in a digital world.
The ambition of this show is really to support the East End London talent. We've done that by creating a showcase that really does bring together true creativity of the East London. And we've done that with a creative vision of upcycling, recycling and sustainability. And that's really what the industry is driving towards at this moment in time, is about that idea of making sure that we're supporting the planet, but also as well making sure that we are supporting the talent that is here.
I mean, there's always an amazing feeling when you're able to make something new out of something old, and that kind of repurposing of something that's already had a life. But it does have its challenges. It's difficult to kind of upscale repurposed designs, because obviously there's limitations as to how much of that material you can get, and also the more volume you produce of anything, the less sustainable that becomes. So those are always the challenges, sort of scaling up from sustainability.
Yeah. It's definitely a fun challenge, because our job is very multifaceted. So each week we're dealing with something completely different and new. So it's learning new processes, new techniques and new technology. So it's really fun to combine them all together.
I really want people tonight to go away feeling energized, inspired by these designers, but also that they want to connect with them, because that's what this is about. It's a showcase to connect people with the designers, to make sure that we really support their industry, support the industry and support their businesses along the way.
I want people to leave today really connecting with the emerging designers and really supporting them, as it's really important now where there's a big divide in emerging and really high-end fashion, and there's this kind of mid-zone. So it would be great to really incubate them to that place.
your space is shaking. It's shaking. There's a little loose and more. Push it back down to the floor. It's shaking. It's shaking.
Wow, in a word, what an incredible show. Let's give another huge round of applause. That was quite the spectacle. Didn't I promise you? I promised you all. Absolutely fantastic. Now, thank you to everybody watching on the live stream. That is it from us here at Spitalfields Market. But if you're lucky enough to be here in person, I'm looking at all of you, you can actually join Fashion District and Batch London at their flagship store in the Speakeasy. You can have drinks with the designers, the movers, the shakers, everybody in the fashion industry. I very much encourage you to do so. But for now, from me, thank you. For the whole team from the showcase, thank you so much. And once again, good night. Let's have another round of applause.